What's going on, everybody? Welcome again back to Unfair Sports and the Sooner or Later podcast. This is your boy Coop, and I'm here joined by the fresh off the press 2027 commitment, Luke Wilson. Luke, man, how are things going? Is your phone blowing up?
My phone is vibrating every second. It's going great.
Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Well, we were talking a little bit before coming on, and you were kind of sharing a couple of the details. And so tell me, when did you kind of finally decide things? And then I need to know who made the graphic, because the graphic was pretty dope too.
Yes, sir. So I decided things last night, August 6th, and I called up Coach B, and he was very hyped up about me. So that's how I knew it was just going to be perfect. I've had the offer for a little bit, and I figured there's no point on sitting on it because, I mean, it's straight up the best offer you can have in college football right now. I am a firm believer in OU. I am a firm believer that they will be natty contenders this year. And the guy who made the graphic is Showtime Designs. He's a collaborator on my Instagram, so if you go to that, you can see his account. But he's a great guy. He is in the area, so I had to hit him up, and he makes great graphics.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So break through this. I mean, obviously, updated measurables. Wanted to put them on here because you're not a small fella. I got
Yes, sir.
6'7", 290 pounds. Tell me this. I mean, what really drew you towards not only playing for Oklahoma, but for Coach Bedenbaugh?
Well, first off, and the biggest thing is Bedenbaugh is straight up the best to do it. His stats do not lie. He's put so many people in the NFL. He's done so much good for OU, and I'd love to play for him one day because ultimately the goal is to play in the NFL and get that Sunday money. But the best way to do that is to have a great coach like Coach Bedenbaugh just develop me and just guide me through college and just make me a better person, not only on the football field, but also off the football field.
Heck yeah. Obviously, the Sunday money is going well for the offensive lineman that he's coached. You can see it scattered. I mean, I think that the OU offensive linemen actually make more than some teams that have players in the NFL. So that's never a bad deal, right?
Oh, yeah.
You said you guys had the conversation. You reached out to Coach Nagy. I really like that quote that you gave me, that you had a spot on the team, and then if it's out there, why not just go ahead and knock it out? Tell me a little bit about talking with Coach Nagy, talking with Coach Venables, and just kind of what you're expecting for this season in the offensive line room, and then kind of talk about what you got going on at Southlake, because you're a big Southlake guy. I already kind of shared you my affinity for Southlake Carroll, but what's it mean like to go play for a Venables and to be kind of tutored and walk through with Coach Nagy?
So, first time I met Coach Nagy was after the OU camp. He took me in his GM office and offered me there, and he's just a great guy. I can't say anything negative about him. He was positive, uplifting. He really excited about me, and you don't get that often enough in the
Yeah.
recruiting world. You don't get just an excitement of the recruiters. So that's what really stuck out to me. Um, and for OU, like you said, what I'm expecting for OU is, I mean, as I said before, I'm expecting for them to win a natty. They have the personnel and they have the coaches. So I bet they can. I know that they can do that. Um, and with the OU line, I've been doing some research on them. Uh, they're big dudes, and so that's my goal. Bulk up. I've put on about 40 pounds this off season already. So, and I can still move. I'm still faster, stronger. Um, so just working my way up to be like that. And you said with Southlake, because you're a big Southlake guy, last year we made it to the state championship, but we lost. We went 15-1. We lost by one touchdown. Um, and that still burns me to this day.
Yeah.
It gives me the extra drive. Every time I'm in a hole in the weight room or we're doing conditioning, it's just in the back of my mind. 24-17. That was the final score, and I'll never forget it because at the very end, I was lucky enough to play next to my brother last year. He was our left guard. He's playing up at James Madison now,
All
and
right.
he looks at me, and we look at each other because it's about 3 seconds left, and they have the ball. We know we lost, but it was just a good ride last year. But this year we will win. There's no, well, if this happens, if this happens. No, we will win. I will make sure that we win. The team is developed enough. We have 18 returning starters, and we will make sure we win. There's no question about it.
And you guys, I mean, the stadium's pretty nice too, so that's not a bad stadium to be playing in. So, man, I'll be rooting for you. You got lots of Sooner fans now going to be rooting for you also
Yes,
because
sir.
that once you're part of the family, it's just it's a great family to be a part of. A couple more questions. I know you're about to head out to football practice, but going back to the camp during the spring, you came into camp, and went through some of the camp stuff. At what point did you go, all right, it's Oklahoma?
Really, as soon as I walked in, I could just feel the Oklahoma esque to it. I
Yeah.
walk into the indoor, and I'm like, I've seen lots of indoors. There's like with indoor practice fields, you're like, okay, this is just an indoor. But with Oklahoma, there was something special. I see all the banners of all the games that they've won, and I'm like, holy cow, this is like I never knew because I researched OU before I got the offer. I never knew how much they won. They
Yeah.
like legitimately OU is top three best colleges, and they ain't two or three. They're number one.
Yeah.
They like they are legit. So I walk in and I see all this stuff, and I'm like, it would be amazing to get an offer from OU, and it happened. So I was very happy about that.
Awesome, awesome. Do you plan on coming up for any games, taking any kind of unofficial visits or anything like that for this season?
Oh yeah, I'm coming up for the Michigan game, week 2, September 6th. I'm very hyped up for that. I heard game day might be there, so I haven't been to a game
Awesome.
day game yet. So I'm very excited about that. And we're getting a hotel there. It's going to be me and my dad, and then I'm trying to get another guy that OU is recruiting, Brody Knowles. He's a receiver. I'm trying to get him up there, and I'm trying to get him to commit. I because the more the merrier. He's a great
Yeah.
guy, and yeah, I'm pushing his buttons a little bit to come to OU also.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, last one here. Your game. Obviously, I've kind of looked through some of the film over the past couple of hours. Heard a little bit about this last night, and so when that comes around, who do you try to model your game after? Somebody either in college right now or somebody in the pros?
So, and even today, whenever we were having morning practice, um, I always like to focus on one thing to get perfect that practice. Because eventually, if you get everything, every practice, you get one thing perfect, eventually everything's going to be way better. So, and it happens to be an OU guy, Lane Johnson. I respect him heavily. I think he's like amazing tackle. I watch him on Sundays and I just watch his sets, watch how he blocks. So I try to replicate that. And I know Lane Johnson, he's huge and he runs like a 4.7. I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
But I told my right tackle because I was saying that I was like watching him. I told him because he was doubting me, or he was like, just focus on yourself now. And I said, there's only one way to get to that point, and that's to practice like it.
Yeah.
So, um, yeah, I've been just watching this film, practicing like him, and I can definitely see it. Like, for example, he has a unique pass set. So I worked on that today, and I got back there, and it was a perfect pass set. So just every day I'm chipping away at it, making sure that I get better. It's like 1% every day. I'm
Yes.
sure you hear that saying, but 1% every day, eventually you're going to be 100% in a short amount of time.
Well, we'll have to make sure that you get. I'm pretty sure it's going to happen soon that you get a chance to hook up and meet with Lane, and that's a heck of a goal there. So,
It's
man,
good.
I appreciate you jumping in here. And if you're just now tuning in, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, go down in the comments, give Luke a shout out. See any questions for him. Luke, you're going to be recruiting for the next year and change, right, for the Sooners yourself. So, man, welcome to the family, and man, we're glad to have you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, go ahead. What would give me your
Oh,
last thoughts here?
just very excited. OU family. I've already been blowing up with all these OU supporters, and it's really a family. I mean, they're so tight wounded, and I'm very excited for it.
Man, like I said, excited to have you, and another future draft pick here by Bill Bedenbaugh. So if you are checking in here, most recent commit to the OU family, 2027 OU commit Luke Wilson, 6'7", 290. So you know you got to do it, even though you're down in Dallas. You got to give me a little. You got to give me a little horns down here. There it is. There it is. So, guys, thanks for joining us today. And, man, more to come here. Be following Luke's career. So, Boomer Sooner, Luke.
Boomer Sooner.